The next one is just labeled good sound. No, we're not going to listen to that.
I'm feeling numb for the first time without you in my life. 'Cause I've been thinking about all the things that you say when you want it to go away.
Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. It's a nice Saturday. And guess where I'm heading to? Of course, in the studio. No matter what day it is, no matter what the weather is like, no matter what time it is, I try to be in here as much as possible. Because if you want to be a good producer, if you want to advance with your productions and get somewhere, you just have to put the hours into if you want to or not. That's the only way to do it. Another really important point is eating healthy. I know that's really something I still have to work on. No, seriously, the more time you just put into making music, the better you will get eventually. Some people need longer to get good and have a good sound and their first release. Some people do it in just 1 year or 2 years. It really depends on you, how much time you put into it, how talented you are, and if you already start with like a musical background. If you've learned to play the piano or the guitar as a little kid, you definitely have a big advantage. If you're wondering why I'm telling you this today, it's because yesterday evening I had to get rid of a couple of files on my hard drive. I always struggle with the space. My computer just has a 500 gigabyte SSD, and because I'm making these videos daily, I need at least 70 gigabytes of hard disk space available just to edit them. This way I found a folder that was hidden to me in like an alternative iTunes folder within it that was quite big and just labeled as unknown album alias. And in it are actually all of my old mixtapes that I made back in 2008. That was exactly the time where I started doing the first mixtape of electronic music. As you might know, I used to DJ hip-hop music. All of these vinyls are hip-hop music, or most of them, 90%. And the mixtapes are like my first steps into the electronic music realm. They sound extremely bad and really outdated, old electro house kind of music. It's right around the time before deadmau5 was a thing and the beginning of like actual Swedish house mafia. But still, they're very, very housey, loop kind of house, funky style. And what's really the most exciting about this folder for me is that in this folder are actually like 10 or 15, maybe 20 of my very, very early productions. They are all from 2008, and this is actually like the first year where I did like, if you even want to call it like serious productions. I had Logic, I think like 1 or 2 years earlier, but I never really did something with it. I was just constantly overwhelmed opening up this program, and I didn't even know where to start. I didn't have a clue. I didn't even know where to place a MIDI or how to play anything. And by mistake, I pressed a key and ended up in the Logic environment, which looks extremely complicated. So I never really got into it until 2008, where I started DJing electronic music and also got more and more interested in making my own electronic music. So we all know what's coming next, and that's actually listening to them. I will start with the very first one. It's called Ozark Outlaw, and yeah. It's extremely bass heavy, extremely mono. There's just a kick, a synthesizer, a reverb, that's it. Oh yeah, and a clap and way too much sub bass. Extremely low sub bass. Cut off opening. That's kind of progressive electro, something in between. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know why they labeled it good sound, but it's absolutely not good. The next one is called a Jack. Good kick, actually. I like the bass line. The bounce is good. And the click is very stereo. The next one is called Key Control 49. I exactly remember why I named it Key Control 49. It's because of this thing. This was my first MIDI keyboard. It's still standing here in the back. It's very dusty and I haven't used it in a long while, but I somehow can't throw it away. I don't know. That's the thing everything started with. Too much kick. Just kick. You should never ever start a track just with kick. I remember this one. Yeah, very electro influenced. Some club tracks back in 2008 were just like a saw bassline, a little bit of automation and kick, snare, and that was pretty much it. It's kind of cool how my sound evolved, how much better it got, how much rounder and evolved it sounds like. But it's not only my sound that evolved. I think like the entire electronic music scene got a lot better. If you listen to old tracks, you can definitely hear that they were produced way weaker. And it's not only like the music producers that get better, it's also the companies that provide us with the tools to make the music. If there's a new plugin that just lets you do something way easier or do something for the very first time. And that's really one of the things that I so love about electronic music. It's very tech influenced and I love tech and music. And both of this is combined making electronic music. And I honestly have to say the first thing that actually got me into DJing and producing electronic music was more the tech actually than like the musical aspect. Not that I don't really love music, but if I see a machine with buttons, LEDs illuminated, it just makes me want to have it. And with 13 and 14, the time where I got this very first iMac, I also saw for the very first time in my life a Technics vinyl record player, and it just looks so cool, like the red light and the thing spinning. It's just cool. That's strange. I don't know, but I have the strong feeling the tracks are getting worse. That was pumping me. No reverb in the entire track. I didn't use reverb. Probably didn't even know that there is a thing called reverb. We're really here talking about my very first productions. Like really, those are the first things I ever bounced out of my DAW. That one was called Straight Jacket. Stop Driver. Not good. I actually remember this one. It was back in the time where minimal was like a thing. There was like a phase. Everyone was making very undergroundish techno influenced minimal music with as little as possible of elements in a track. So it was usually just kick, bass and like one weird synthy coming in and out of the track every once in a while. And I thought, why not make a minimal track with a piano in it? And I just used a MIDI part from Logic. Groove is nice, and the synthy is definitely the ES, what is it called, ES1, like this green one from Logic. Back then I just had Logic, nothing else. That's already it with the tracks. I hope you enjoyed this little tour through my past. I definitely enjoyed it. It makes me just feel so good whenever you listen to old tracks and you just hear how much you've improved. That's very motivational. So if you ever feel down and you ever feel like you can't achieve something or you can't solve a problem in one of your new tracks, just go back to your very first one. Maybe just have your worst track always available just for motivational boost. Now feeling so pumped, full of motivation, perfect for working on the rerun track. All done with work for today. As always, really late. Today I worked on automation. If you're interested in that, I already did plenty of videos about it. I hurried up like crazy. Just for Vanessa, poor girl, also had to work today. Hope it wasn't too bad. How do you actually like your DJ names?
I wasn't able to check, I just worked like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, the DJ names were a DJ Pink Thermomix. It's good, huh?
Kind of.
Pink Noise.
Okay. Why does everyone think that once you add pink to anything, it's girly?
That's
Maybe
the way
glitter
it is.
or anything alike?
Glitter Nessa. There were more names, let me check. Wave Ness. That's pretty good. He also says if we're a duo, it's then Sine Wave again. Nessa. That's pretty close to your actual nickname. I actually like this one, DJ Van Essa. DJ Fun Essa. That's good. You need that kind of style. A lot of DJs are from the Netherlands. Armin van Buuren.
Okay. And I'm
DJ
able to
Van
talk
Essa. Yes.
Dutch. So
Yes, her Dutch is pretty good.
pretty bad.
But you studied there like 3 years?
4 years.
4 years. Can you say something to the people?
No, I can't.
No? So next up, big round of Game of Thrones. We haven't watched any of the new episodes.
Yay.
Quick update, this whole Game of Thrones things didn't work out at all. We watched trash German TV, which I absolutely hate. Vanessa likes it from time to time to relax. She now left to her parents' place. They do a barbecue and tomorrow she has to go to a flea market, sell her old stuff and this kind of stuff. So I'm now here alone, which sounds fun, but it's actually pretty boring. So doing something with friends. After way too much party last week, and way too much drinking, drunk guy and handcuffs, and decided to just go to the movies with friends.
No matter what you say, I'll never leave.
Okay, made it to the cinema. Achim is trying to park this beautiful Jaguar. And I think I will leave the camera in the car because last time I was here in the cinema I got in a whole lot of trouble. They tried to kick me out, tried to call the police just because of the camera, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So yeah, see you in a bit. I'm back. Movie was kind of okay. We watched the new Spider-Man. Wasn't bad, but not really for my age. Did you like the movie?
I was sleeping.
Yeah, it wasn't the most exciting. But I have to say, I like it. Looks kind of sleek. Even the red, although red was not really my car color. Bye-bye, nice car. I honestly can't wait for our car. It should arrive this year, hopefully. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's Saturday, midnight. Usually I would go out this time around, but after last weekend, that's really enough. So I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like tomorrow. Maybe again to the studio, I don't know. Sunday, maybe I should take one day off at least. Next one, also from 2008. It's called Uydu. I don't know what I was thinking back then with my project names, but we've been all there.